such a lovely evening. Hopefully Sol is doing alright out there. He better not be stressing himself out, otherwise I may have to use that technique on him to get him to calm down. Still a sensitive young one, but then again, it makes him purr a lot. But at the same time, I'm glad at least Azrael is still being kind enough to make sure I have enough time here. Though I'm surprised with all the people that I've ran into. I cannot tell if Zenith is really praying for Yena to defeat him, or if it was a trap for her. Well, as the Angel of Life, she should be able to stop him one way or another. Well, Sol should be here at any moment. I think I better get some food ready for him and I when he arrives. But why am I getting this odd feeling? Wait, is that a portal? Hold on. Wait, is it moving closer? Wait, it is moving. What the hell is that? Why am I getting a familiar vibe off of... What the... Oh my... Okay, I must be dreaming or having a nightmare here. Back off! Shit. What the... Back off! Ugh. This is definitely no normal portal, that's for sure! I'm surprised it didn't destroy everything here. Shit. What the? That voice. What the? Back off!
Well, what do we have here?
Why does that voice sound familiar? And...
Yes. It is you.
Wait. A familiar presence. I can't put my finger on it. Who are you? A blue rat with red and black eyes. Wait. That were stronger. Wait a minute. You were that thing in Yena's head.
Yes, I am that thing.
What are you doing here?
And you, my dear, are the little one who escaped.
I didn't...
Before I had the wherewithal to nab you.
You say I escaped. I didn't escape. She set me off.
No, I mean you escaped me.
Still. Regardless. You entered...
My lovely eyes you have.
All the better to see my targets.
And all the better to get splashed.
But what are you doing here? What do you want with me?
I do want to take my hand. Call it curiosity.
You sure it's curiosity, or have you been hunting me down?
Well, I haven't really been here, so I can't really hunt you down. Although, curiosity and a bit of hunger.
But on a serious note, what is your purpose here, and why were you looking for me?
Well, let's just say that after returning, I remembered a soul that was attached to my darling daughter, Yenna, and, well, since you were available, I decided to introduce myself to see.
Hold on. What do you mean, daughter?
Let's just say that after those events, I decided to give her a little bit of help by imparting some of my essence within her and reviving her as one of my own. She's now my biological daughter.
So in a way, when you decide to go into her mind, you pretty much what you did is you try to turn her into an abomination.
Abomination? No. All I did was give her the ability to return. After all, she's not being controlled by me. She's her own person.
Well, whether or not she is her own person, still though, you trying to put your essence within the Guardian of Mobius, don't you think a lot of people have a lot of questions about that? If not question her, then question you.
I do welcome everybody to question me, although everybody already has my essence within them. You know, since everybody is so gung-ho about using Chaos Emeralds, another aspect of myself.
Well, just because I ended up being purified by the Chaos Emeralds doesn't mean I use Chaos energy. There is a big difference.
No, you don't. Although I was talking about, yeah, I suppose what you say is true.
What is it?
Let's see. I can still see that you're suffering a bit. I guess would be the better term.
I guess you can call it suffering, but more like just on borrowed time for the time being. Just a little stressed out with how I don't even know when I will have to go back to the afterlife while trying to keep the brat that I'm controlling in line.
Yeah, that brat. Well, let's see. I had a taste of, well, sonic.exe. So, I think for now, I'll refrain from eating anything else. Still, though.
So, I assume that you're also targeting the brat that I'm controlling then. Apparently a lot of people don't really seem to like her all that well.
Not at all. only here for you.
Then what is it that you want with me, then? I haven't really gotten a clear answer out of that.
Well, there are many things. But first, before I be so bold as to ask you questions, it is about time that I introduce myself. I am known by everyone in this reality as Exetior, although my true name is Exetior. Whichever one you decide to call me, I don't mind.
Executor sounds like it makes more sense. And before you get any ideas, you are to refer to me as Mira.
Oh, I know your name all too well. I know almost everything about you.
Almost everything you say.
Still though. You seem to be willing to stand up even though you feel like you can be judged at any moment.
All I'm doing right now
Even though
is...
you're scared, you're still strong. I like that.
All I'm doing is just biding my time for the time being. I don't know when my time will be up. However, what I do know is that when the time hits, I know I got a little bit of revenge to take out on over in my original homeworld.
All living beings don't know when their time is to come. Although for you, your time is a lot sooner than most. Still, you wait and you wait. However, there's so much more you can be doing than just sitting here.
Well, if you really know almost everything about me, you would be able to know that I haven't really been sitting around waiting for my time. Before
I know.
Before the clock started ticking, I was searching for 3 individuals. Thankfully, I found them all. They're all safe and sound.
One of your son.
He was the last one I ran into. However, because he does traverse between Mobius as well as our homeworld, as far as I'm aware of, I know that those that are around him at least are making sure he's alright. Including Yenna. Now, as for the other 2, I know one of them is currently traveling around this thing called cyberspace, while the other, well, he and I currently live together.
Oh, did I interrupt your little loveness?
More like you intruded upon it, because currently Soulchild is out and about right now. He should be back soon, though.
It would have been a lot of fun to mess with him too, but of course, I have to keep my meddling in moderation for now since I've just returned. Don't need to stir the pot before it's time, after all.
But as for messing around with him, I recommend you don't. He's still having a hard time with adjusting to having his own physical body.
That's fine. Right now, I can mess with only with you.
Hey! Stop it! Really?
You're cute. Still. Makes me want to bully you just a little bit.
Really?
Of course. I promise to keep my play gentle at the very least. For now.
Well, listen, if you want to play with someone, you did take Yenna in as your daughter. Why not at least spend time with her?
Oh, I definitely will be. After all, me and her just seen each other since I've returned. I got a lovely look at her beautiful face and saw the type of woman she's become. Brings a smile to a father's face, don't you know? After all, you would know everything about that being a mother yourself.
Ah, yes. Though how long have you been apart from her?
Well, for her, let's say a couple months, give or take. And as for me, eternities.
Eternities?
Going back to my original origin. Well, there's no time, space, death with anything of that matter that keeps these realities whole. And so for me, eternities passed. Well, for you, mere months.
Well, time does work in different ways for most people.
So imagine how I feel having missed so many months, and yet they felt like eternities. Kinda puts a little on edge.
You may say eternities. For you. A few months to her. For me...
For all of you.
Well, here's the thing. Pretty much to her eyes, you only been apart for months. For me and my son, it's been 2 millennia.
That's still less than what I was experiencing. Let's see. A single day in this domain is about, let's say, 15 millennia. Yes.
Regardless of how long, 1,000 years is still quite a long time.
Still, that is the reason why I have come to see you, though. We have something in common.
Do we?
Parents.
Okay.
That whole feeling.
Okay.
The fact that you also felt a sort of guilt about the stuff that has happened.
Yeah, I do feel guilt. With everything that have been happening.
And I feel the same. Starting off with the fact that I had to leave because I got a little careless. After all, facing one of my own, the top powerful beings in existence, the original sonic.exe, I got a little too cocky for my own good. Not that he could really hurt me since I am the strongest still. He did something that kinda caused me to leave in the first place. Not only that, everything else started because of all the things that I had done.
What you've done? What have
Well,
you?
EXEs in general. Well, EXEs in general follow my mold. Originally, their job was to keep balance in all realities. However, after I lost that war, due to the highest need to destroy all that I've created in this beautiful reality, they all lost sight of what their original goal was.
I see.
Maintain control. I was was tortured for many eternities, all the way up until the modern day, or when I finally broke free. And let's just say that my race could not be quelled, and I may have taken it out on this world that I have created, although for a good reason. After all, it was to build stronger allies so that I wouldn't lose this time. Though I may have been a little too callous in my approach.
So, these EXCs then. I've been hearing stories about them. Obviously, causing chaos and destruction amongst their wake, trying to conquer other planets and universes.
That wasn't even their original job. We technically already know reality, so why do we need to conquer them?
Though yet, you want Yina to pretty much be an EXC, be just like you.
To keep the balance and stuff, because after all, she doesn't need to rule a reality that she's protecting. Although reality she technically already rules, even if nobody ever acknowledges that fact. We are gods, not just normal demons.
So then, you pretty much turned someone who's a half-fallen angel into a god, while she already holds a title as a guardian.
Lovely mixture. Let's see what she'll do with it. All things are gifted to those who have the potential, after all. All paths open to those who wish to walk them. Who am I to deny her the chance to walk every path she can? After all, it is a father's duty to put his child on the right path. And to shower her with all the love and affection that I possibly can.
Wonder how Azrael will feel about that. But at the same time, if he could be able to open up his eyes and not be too protective, he would understand.
And if he doesn't,
Hold on. If he could be able to understand, all you are doing is fueling the one key weapon that not a lot of people understand that could help with building a person up. That is the...
I like you.
As a parent, you should know what that key weapon is. Even I know what it is. Really? Why are you petting me that much? I'm not gonna...
A lovely treat for myself, I see. Thank you for the Christmas gift. It's a shame your heart already belongs to another.
Yeah, it is a shame that my heart belongs to another. But hey, at least it's safe to say I don't regret it one bit with Soul Chilled.
I'm happy. It seems like you are worthy of redemption. I can never judge you for everything that's happened. In fact, I love to see the person that you've grown into.
It all depends when you'll be able to see me. Whether or not this brat is dealt with, or if I'm forced back into the afterlife.
Either way, I'll still be able to see you. It's not like the afterlife can keep me out anyway. After all, I do want to see Yena's adorable, sexy grandmother again.
What is the matter with you? Did you even say that right in front of Azara? I'm surprised that you even still, well, apparently judging by your aura and whatnot, I think that your head would still be on your shoulders, but still.
Of course, I was remaining a gentleman. Although she did kind of slightly cross the line and decided to pet my head. Now, if I was a little less of a gentleman and more along the lines of myself, she definitely would have, well,
She's
definitely been a treat.
Well, she's an ancestor. Even if you try, it's not allowed.
I am Chaos Incarnate, I care not.
Was it with men in this day and age? Anyways. But...
Hey, she's still young enough to find love. After all, she shouldn't be cooped up in there.
Never underestimate Azara. Trust me. I've even seen her myself.
I don't underestimate her.
Trust me, I've even seen her myself. Right here on Mobius a while back. But at any rate.
Yeah, let's get off that topic for now.
Yeah, because your focus shouldn't be on Azara. Your focus should be on Yena and whatever that you are planning with this other EXE that had caused you problems and separated you from your family.
Well, that one will be dealt with, but that's not why Yena is more important. Right now, she's coming to the crossroads, and it'll be time for her to go through her judgment, her trial. After all, the path of power is open for her to walk it. And that's where you come in.
What? Why me?
Someone who is once her darkness. Someone who represents both wrath or pride. You would do nicely as a perfect fit for her to see once again.
I see what's going on. Well, whatever you decide to put her through, hopefully she won't be too stubborn. She may be...
That stubbornness is lovely.
She may be all-powerful, but I know deep within her, especially with the friends she made, she has a tendency of keeping it well hidden, if not refusing to show it off.
Those friends are a good thing for her. They're one of the things that's keeping her on the right path. After all, no matter how powerful you are, you cannot be alone. Learn that hard way, even though it's not like I actually grow or get old or even born for that matter, since I've always existed. Yes, it's so.
As far as I'm aware of, I know that there's a few of her friends that I do agree she made the right choice. There's a few that I still question, One of them still wants me dead regardless of whether or not I'm going for redemption, and one of them, well, I think maybe he wants to make his purpose in annoying the hell out of me.
Yes. So many of them. So many different personalities. And yet they all mesh well perfectly. I thought she was having trouble finding one of them when I turned to hold my red.
But at any rate, though, what is this trial or this plan that you have with Yenna?
Wrath, pride, lust, gluttony, envy.
Those sound
The
like
7 deadly sins. Sloth as well.
I'm definitely aware of the 7 deadly sins. That explains why you compare me to wrath and pride.
All of those are key components that EXEs must learn and control. After all, we are not consumed by such deadly sins.
So
We can never be whole if we allow ourselves to be consumed by them.
understandable there. But is that all?
Of course, there are the 7 heavenly virtues as well.
Ah, yes, the virtues.
Now, while that is definitely something EXEs have to go through, that one is a little bit special for me specifically.
How so?
Let's see. Well, you do deserve a reward for interesting me, so let's see. Now,
Wait, what the? Huh? What in the world?
it truly has been so long since I've been this.
And what is this that I'm looking at?
My true state. Gone is all the EXE that was within me now. All you see is the divine creator. I am Exetior, the highest. The creator of all things in reality.
I see now. EXE, though without it, a divine highest. Why do I have this feeling that's what you're trying to turn Yenna into?
Well, I definitely have that road open to her. It's just, let's see if that's the road she decides to take.
Well, as long as she still has her fallen angel blood, I'm sure she'll have plenty of time to make that decision.
Fallen angel blood, Right, let's see now if I do, well, this. Although I guess not necessarily for an angel nonetheless.
Regardless, though. Regardless, though, it seems that, in a way, you're just like most fathers, wanting their children, or at least one of their children, to pretty much be just like them. Though at the same time, as someone who values balance, you want her to have an option.
Give her every option she has and every opportunity. And as you stated, it's not just one of my children. She is also something I will make all of my children witness, so that they understand that they too are allowed to walk those paths. She is just the brightest star and the easiest one to use to show them all.
Well, as somebody who has been a part of Yena's life, both the good and the bad, I think it's my turn to be able to watch over you to make sure that not only does she go on the right path, to which her heart guides her to, but to make sure that you treat her right.
There's no other way for me to treat her, after all. It would be an insult to even myself to do anything that wrongs her. After all, how can I call myself a god if I can't even do right by his children, all of them? Besides, all of my wives will have my ass.
Although I do not understand the concept on why someone would have so many spouses, they all better do their job if you end up stepping out of line.
Well, funny that you say that. Technically, I was only supposed to have 2. But one, I lost that one. The more I shouldn't think about how that happened. And as for the others, well, they kind of just fell into my lap, and I just said, well, can't exactly say no. There's no reason to. Besides, they're all so adorable.
Well, as for me, like you already know, I'm not available on that. Especially with my heart belonging to someone else.
Which is cute in its own way.
Yeah, though I definitely know he's still...
You enjoy watching everybody in creation find their significant others when I do get the chance, although not something I pay attention to most of all. Just something a little treat.
Well then. At least maybe if you're able to watch the whole multiverse, then wait. Because I know that I have received news on one thing, though. What about the timeline? Well, I'm not sure.
That's a great thing to ask.
Well...
So what do you mean exactly?
Well, let's just say I have received news that Yena's child self is currently on this planet and this timeline as we speak.
Well, I guess she is.
So you are fully aware of it.
And she's coming up in handy relatively soon. Besides, seeing such a girl that cute, get to wonder why I bushy-tailed as she experienced this new thing? Oh, it's such a treat.
Yes, but also plus
To grow.
plus it depends upon what time because as a young one, she always loves to go on her little adventures, running about, even being able to sneak by the guards of the Fallen Angel Kingdom and the Fox Kingdoms combined.
As she should, after all.
Hmm?
Children should enjoy as much as they use as they possibly can. It's not our job to keep them from doing that. It's our job to watch them with an open heart and a smile. After all, the adults are there to make sure that the children can grow up the way that they need to.
Valid points. Especially with how this planet is from what I've observed. At least there's one thing that the younger Yenna, can be able to actually experience that she had troubles with back at our old home. She wouldn't have to deal with so much hatred.
Although I know hatred altogether.
Yes.
After all, my EXE form is the result of hatred. The hatred of those like myself who decided that they were jealous and to destroy all that I created. Hatred of myself for losing that first battle against my brethren. Hatred of myself for being the cause for my champion's erasure. Hatred for myself for losing my first love. And almost allowing that hatred to consume me.
Well, there is something else that we got in common, Executor. Once we have a hold of hatred as a weapon, it becomes our downfall.
Although now, seems that we have so many things that'll keep us from that path, as long as we allow them to. I shall never be consumed by my own hatred or pride ever again.
And don't...
And you are next.
I was gonna say, definitely do not let that hatred try to consume you. You never know what would happen, especially in this day and age, if it's been unleashed.
I was asking about you, though, dear. Do you feel the same way?
In a way, yes.
Do you feel?
Because with hatred, from my perspective, it grew within my soul even after my death, to where I could have ended up conquering this planet.
And had you not been, freed of that, maybe you would have had to maybe you would have ran into me. And I had met your little soul.
True. But... Speaking of soul... Well...
He's on his way.
That he is. But best I do at least get things prepared before he returns here. I definitely know he's gonna be...
housewife.
Well, I know that he's going to be tired. He's trying to... Again, he's still trying to get used to the fact he has his own body.
Good. Maybe he'll meet me one day.
Maybe. But... As for you, Make sure you take good care of Yenna, as well as whoever her 7 holders are.
And make sure you take care of yourself. After all, I will be watching. And should I see you not taking care of yourself and your little beloved, I will come and scold you, young lady.
I already dealt with a father that scolds me in my life. I don't think I need another one.
Let's see, I don't think father is the right version. I think you might be a little different.
What do you mean by that?
I don't think I would treat you like a child. I think you deserve a little bit more of a higher station.
And what would that be, Executor?
All in good time.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have my fun just a little bit.
Well, try not to have too much fun then.
Well, I cannot do that after all. As you stated, your heart is already belonging to somebody else.
Ha 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 ha. Well, good luck with dealing with the millions of hearts that you already have.
I can't wait for Azar to be one.
Somebody is really asking for some holy fire to be put upon him. Well, regardless of what he wants, my heart belongs to Soul only. Though, maybe if his wives are going to be considering him as a pain, maybe I might have myself a student.